Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the Mafex Billy Butcher from the boys. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are on the figure, if you picked it up, if you pre-ordered it, if you're still holding out because you know that the TV and the movie figures don't really move well from Mafex. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe, helps us out here on the channel. And make sure to head over to Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok and give us a follow at Modern Toy Fair. That's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's take a look at how Billy turned out. So first you have that wonderful portrait. Like, they really did a great job of capturing Carl Urban's likeness. Like, if you just look at that, like, it looks so much like him. They did a great job with like his wrinkles under his eyes and across his face, across his brow. This side he's even got his scar like in the show. Really great job, because these TV and movie, like live action stuff, is 50-50, but even the textures in the hair look absolutely fantastic. Down here you can see he's got his gold necklace just with his little shirt open. Then you have the just plain black shirt with this cut in the middle, which I get, it's for the articulation, but I don't know, it just looks weird. Once you put the jacket on, it doesn't bother me, but yeah. I do wish it was one of his Hawaiian shirts though, because they look so much cooler. The arms, just, pale skin, nothing too crazy, going down to the hands. You got the fingers and everything sculpted into the fists. Over on the pants, you do have some more wrinkles, a little more wrinkly than the shirt. They did a great job of hiding the knee articulation. And then I love how they just like fold into the pants, into the boots. And the boots themselves look fantastic. You've got the laces and all the sculpt and wrinkling throughout the leather of those combat boots that Butcher loves to wear. Bottom of the shoes also sculpted. Back of the shirt, you got more of just the kind of plain black with some wrinkles. The bottom of the pants, you got some pockets, more wrinkles. You can see the back of the knee articulations a little shinier on there. But yeah, overall, I think he turned out great. Just wish maybe we could get a Hawaiian shirt and stuff, just the all black one. Alright, let's take a look at some articulation here. So the head does kind of tilt side to side, a little bit up, a lot of bit of down, twists around, get a little bit more there. It does have the joint at the neck as well. But if you look, we don't have that standard kind of weird bent joint in there. And it also has these kind of barriers at the neck. So I'm not sure why the choice in that for Butcher here. The arms do go out to about 90. You do have a butterfly joint, which also has that little piece in there to kind of hide the articulation. Swivels all the way around. Bicep swivel is at the sleeve, so it hides that well. Double joint elbows, and then of course the wrist peg goes forward and back and twists all the way around. The hips and abdomen here get quite a bit of swivel, but it does have some hindrance, like when you're trying to twist it, just because of the way the sculpt is. You also can't go too far forward or back. Legs do go pretty far forward. Again, you can pull the hinge down like on most Mafex figures. Not all the way out to the side though. Very little back. You do have this knee articulation, which seems to be more of like a ball hinge than the normal like double jointed. You do have swivel at the hip, and then you do have a little swivel at the knee as well, as you can see here, because of that different hinge. And then we have the ankle pivot, side, forward and back. It does have this toe articulation. The side doesn't seem to want to go, and I really don't want to break him, so let's see if the other side's any better. I haven't really used toe articulation that much, so I'm not really concerned with it. But there we go. So give you an idea. So you can definitely get Butcher into some great stances. Let's get him here like he's ready for a good old bar brawl. Go here, and like that. Alright, as for accessories, we do have this alternate head where he's got that very like sinister smile that Billy always gets. A really great job of kind of capturing that look. I do wish we would have gotten a version with some blood on it. Then you've got these gripping hands for like the cattle prod and the crowbar. Then you do have the trigger finger and cradling hand for the sniper. You've got the resting hands, and then the hands that hold onto the baby of the little peg there on it. And then you have the cattle prod. You can see you've got the prongs at the end. The red handle has some real nice kind of texture to it. Then there is the crowbar, which looks really nice. It is a little too thick if you're thinking of using it for Joker. Then you have the sniper rifle, which they did a fantastic job. Just really looks great. You've got the muzzle there at the end. You've got all this great sculpt. You've got the lens on the scope is painted as well. The magazine does not come out though. And then the best accessory, the laser eye baby. This has some great sculpt with the kind of little onesie there and the hat. He does have the little peg in his butt to where Butcher plugs in to hold him, which is kind of an odd choice. So you take those hands, you put them on. So he's got the little peg there, and we get him plugged in. It is a certain direction, so it will only go on one way. You get him to hold that, and then from there you just kind of readjust the other hand however you want it to try to make it look like he's holding it. It does take a little bit of effort and time to get the hand just right. So I will say that's one thing I don't particularly care about this setup. Move this peg around a little bit, get a different angle. Swing around. There we go. Now he's holding up the laser eye baby. Still the best accessory in the entire set, or in general, in my opinion. Then you do have the stand, which now comes with the normal setup plus a little like cradle for the crotch area. Billy does have his watch, which you take off the hand and slides right on the wrist. Has some great sculpts on there. And then you do have Billy's jacket. So this really turned out nice. You got the buttons, you've got the pads on the elbows and the shoulders, some great stitching. You've got the pockets. It's got that nice kind of dark green. Same thing with the other side here, you can see. And then it is wired. It's not quite as wired as like Gambit's is. So you can get the front posed, but the back of it is just loose. But it's so short that it, for the most part, can handle itself. You don't really have to worry too much. And then the collar is also wired as well. A new thing they're adding are these authentication kind of QR code setups, so you can guarantee your figure is authentic, which is an odd choice, but hey. Alright, so quick, let's go over some size comparisons. So here he is with Homelander, and you see Homelander seems like he's a smidgen shorter, but they're about the same height. Batman is a little bit taller than both of them from the Mafex line, and then of course you've got the Valorverse over here with the Scarab, who towers over all of them because he's a slightly bigger scale. Let's switch these two out. Let's get a good old Marvel Legends Jon Favreau and Super 7 Raphael. Jon Favreau, he scales pretty well. I mean, he's as tall as them, which isn't terrible. Raphael's a little too thick for to blend in with the Mafex line, unfortunately. So let's remove them again. Let's bring in this big old thick boy. Let's move Homelander this side. So here we have the Marvel Legends Armadillo, and he is massive, so he really scales well with just about any line that you put him with. And last up is the box art. You've got Billy there, the boys logo, the Mafex logos, and all that fun stuff at the bottom. You've got the boys up top. You've got the boys and then Billy on the sides. And then the bottom is all the please don't choke on this and the barcodes. And the back is just a bunch of pictures of Billy and all the different accessories and poses you've got there. And there he is kind of posed. So nothing too crazy, about what we expect. Okay, so overall, I do really like the figure. I have a few nitpicks in here and there, but nothing too crazy. I do still kind of feel like the weird cut in the shirt, it just, I don't know, it just looks weird. Once you have the jacket on, it doesn't make a difference, but when you take the jacket off, it's just kind of unsettling the way the way it's shaped. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy. Beyond that, I mean, the face scan on it for Karl Urban looks incredible. He articulates pretty well for a dude in pants and a shirt. The accessories are pretty great. I do wish that we would have gotten maybe one more head that was like bloody, just, because I mean that's kind of how the show works, is everyone's constantly just covered in blood or unfortunate other things. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings on the figure, if this swayed you one way or another. Give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more toy related content. And of course, go over to Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to give us a follow at Modern Toy Fair. Also, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair for our Wednesday night live stream, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where me, Nate, and Jamar go over our weekly purchases. But hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.